let you go. Y'all, here we go again with Papa acting like that men do everything right.
No, men don't do everything right.
Sure, the
The
hell
problem,
don't.
the problem is that we've been taught to be liars for so long. And we was taught to be liars by our mothers and by our fathers. And I would say mostly the woman has taught us how to be a good liar. You know what I'm saying? So if
That
you
was
want to
our
listen
fault.
to, if you want to listen to the pookies, the man-mans of the neighborhood and shit like that, this is why we've been fucking up for so long and stuff like that. You know.
Wait a
And
minute, let me just say, we tried not to hold all our language, the bad language, to ourselves, but it doesn't matter. It don't seem like we move or not move any less when we cuss and when we don't cuss. So we're just gonna be ourselves
well, it's
for the
an
most part.
expression.
Yeah.
It's an expression of language. It's
I
not.
mean, I'll try to keep it down to a minimum, but
There's
you might hear it every now and then. Get
there's
over
a
it.
there's a difference between a cuss word and a curse word. I'm not cursing anybody. I'm cussing.
Sorry, you
You
guys.
know,
Hold on.
I'm expressing a language or something like
No,
that.
you got to tell them the story about the young man. The young,
Well, like I said, this young man,
y'all got to forgive me for moving around, okay? We are walking.
this young man was providing everything for his wife. You know what I'm saying? Good brother, very educated and stuff like that. You know, and what she do? For some reason, she got to go and trample on the young man, even though he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. I mean, you're not lacking in anything. So what's the problem?
So, elaborate. How you know what he lacking in?
I'm just saying, I don't know what they
You
do.
loud.
I don't know what they do physically. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because I'm not there in their
he's
relationship.
not gonna say it, but he was handling his business, and he had the ability to handle his business.
Yeah. And what she do? She choose, oh, I want the hood life instead. I want the poor life. I want somebody that don't have no job.
Even though he was a great provider,
Yeah.
it wasn't enough for her.
No, she chose somebody that didn't have a job that can provide for her or nothing like that.
See, that's the mental stuff that I be talking about. That sometimes it's a mental thing.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We don't always have it together. Even though you're young and you're married and you love the person, you just don't always have it together like that, y'all.
The thing is that you say that you love them, right? And it's a dangerous thing when we say for better or for worse, right? That's a dangerous setup right there, because sometimes we get worse. You know what I mean? But it all
When
depends
people
on the
come around,
individual.
can you talk a little softer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not saying the same stuff he was saying. So this young
Well,
man.
because
Oh, now you want to talk soft, huh?
no, you want me to talk soft.
Just wait till people go past. There's a lot of people out here today. So when it comes to relationships, you guys, like nobody's perfect, and we have a lot of expectations for each other. I said we need to lower our standards. When I say lower our standards, I mean your expectations of what your man should do, and he should lower his for you.
Well,
Nobody trying to perform for y'all all the time. Shit.
see me, like I said,
Be tired.
I didn't have no expectation.
He lying. He
No,
lying.
in the beginning I did.
Yeah, and he still do.
I learned very quickly not to have none, because when you have expectations in people, they always let you down. So what I learned to do was just go with it. Whatever life brings, then I deal with whatever life brings. But I don't have no expectation. I don't tell you what you got to do, where you got to go, and what you have to do. I let you make your own decisions and stuff like that. Have I not ever done that?
Yeah, he do.
See, you make your own decisions, whether they're good or whether they're bad. I ain't never stood in your way and tell you couldn't do something. See, your choices are your choices. My choices are my choices. Right? Good or bad.
So if you are labeled as a good man, provider, do all you can, and you got a low down woman, you need to leave her. Now, I said it. If you got a woman,
Sometimes you need to leave.
No, you need to leave her.
Sometimes.
Because she probably ain't gonna get no better until she get old.
Most
You want
likely.
to stick around till she get old and
Most
go through
likely.
all that, then that's on you. So don't be no fool.
Well, I
men.
mean, if
I'm
it's
talking to the
same-
men right now.
Yeah, same thing.
Like I said, if you're a provider, if you're a good provider, and you love your woman, you love your children, and you do everything right, especially if you're God-fearing and you're doing all this stuff in the honor and glory of God, the woman ain't doing right, you need to leave her.
Don't worry about God. You just be you be the God. Ain't no God in the sky care about what your relationship is. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
You have to care about your relationship.
I
know
have
what I'm
an opinion too. You heard what I said, young man? Leave her
Uh-huh.
fast, because she probably not gonna do no better for a long time. These bugs got in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yummy.
well, I'll tell you what. In the beginning, see, who's going to suffer out of that? And unfortunately, if you have children, the children are ones who's going to have to suffer out of that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that might be the way for you to get your peace is to let her go, leave, or they can say two can play that game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the difference.
Well,
Is don't play
it's
the
been
game.
known that women can do it better.
Yeah, don't play a game. Just go out there and do it. Be straight up. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me another woman. Right? That's all there is to it.
Get
This don't
two
have
of 'em.
nothing to do with I
Get you 3 of
love
'em.
you or don't love you or none of that stuff like that.
Make sure you
I'm just
have a
gonna give
whole
me
bunch of
another woman.
babies with them too.
Huh?
And I said, get you 2 or 3 of them. Make sure you have a whole bunch of babies with them too.
Yeah, it would behoove you to do so.
And when child support start kicking your...
Fuck child support. We don't care about no goddamn child support. These niggas don't care nothing about no damn child support. If they did, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now. Child support ain't never stopped no Negro from doing what he gonna do.
I look around and see.
You know what I'm saying? Where was child support at before the United States came along? We was the child support anyway.
Now, why you bothering that thing?
See? Child support. See? That's that westernized, fucked up thinking that we have about some child support. See? We go back to our natural customs and systems and stuff like that. We wouldn't worry about no damn child support. See? The woman ain't thinking about no damn child support when she doing what she doing, and I can guarantee the man ain't thinking about it either.
Are you talking about at the moment? No, at the
At
moment.
the moment, they don't care nothing about what they
Of course
doing.
not. It's because they're not going to get pregnant. They're not going to get pregnant.
No, and they're never going to get caught. But here's the thing: it's not a matter of getting caught or anything like that. It's a matter of having a spiritual consciousness.
No, I guess they didn't see their dog do that on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
right?
Be conscious about what you're doing. They don't want to see that, babe.
Man, you in charge of the camera, or am I in charge of the camera?
Nobody want to see that shit.
But you see that? I thought you said you didn't try to control me. Well,
All right,
you got
well,
yourself,
show them
didn't
your
you?
dog shit then.
I did.
So,
He ain't no better than nobody else. He be trying to control too. He might be a little bit. I might be a little bit less than most men. I don't know most men though. Been together too long.
There's no such thing.
Been together too long, so I don't know.
There's no such thing.
You're pretty
There's
wild.
absolute no control. There's no such thing as it. In fact, the scripture says for men to humble your wife. What does that mean when they say humble her? Obviously, she must need somebody to control what she's doing.
But who gonna control y'all though? See, that's what I'm talking about.
Who came first, the chicken or the egg? Was it the man or the woman?
Okay, so respectfully to the men, yes, you were appointed as lead in charge or whatever the word
All right
is.
then.
But that don't mean y'all can do it right all the time.
We're in progress. We're perfection
And
in
so are
progress.
we. We are too.
Listen, the woman is never going to be equal to a man. She's never going to be able to do what a man can do, right? And she's always going to be under the command of the man because that's just the way that it is. And she don't like it. And so you can run all you want to. You can run to this nigga. You You can run to that nigga. You can go to the rich man.
See how loud you
Somebody's out on the mountain dying.
are? You see how loud you
Huh?
are? Yeah. Told you you're too loud.
Let me say this right quick.
That's
When you get, hold on, girl, all this.
oh what?
I was gonna say that you can run to the rich man, you can run to the poor man, you can run to the dope boy, the stockbroker. Guess what? It's still all be the same. You're gonna find a flaw in every man that's out here on this planet. You're gonna find a flaw in every woman out here on this planet. But the righteous man, see, the righteous man, he's known as the poor righteous teacher. He the one to get shit on by everybody, including his own woman. You know what I'm saying? And when I say his own woman, I'm not talking about, one individual woman. I mean the species of our women, right? She don't have no respect for him. She have respect for every other species of man or nationality of man than the man that was given to her. You see what I'm saying? And this is why she out of order. And the man, you out of order too, because not every woman was given to you.
You out of order, y'all. I don't disagree to that at all. But I have to say, because I'm trying to speak for the women, that yeah, we get out of order sometimes, and you should respect your man as long as he's a good man. But I'm going back to the point of the matter is he could be off kilter. He could be messing up too.
Could be.
But ain't nobody gonna check him though. See,
Could be.
because he might not have an older brother, an uncle, or a father, or a grandfather to tell him the things that he should be doing. So he got to wing it through life. And while he winging it, you got to suffer.
I've been doing this for a long time. I do not allow brothers to get away with dumb stuff. I check them on their dumb stuff.
You assume I'm talking about other brothers?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, any brother that come to me and talk to me,
Including you.
including myself, if you're doing shit, right, I'm gonna check you. But the problem is, no man has checked me. They may say, "Oh, well, but what man?"
Is there any man out there that's checking for me?
Huh? Yeah, come on, bring it on. Let's talk. Let's talk about the problem.
Well, I already admitted that I cause a lot of problems, but he doesn't like to admit his. And
Nope. See, there you go. With that stuff right there. I ain't never said nothing like that. Never. You never heard me say nothing like that.
I have been around with you for a long time, and you don't take criticism very well from anybody, especially a man.
Well, what man? What man? What man has criticized me to my face?
Well,
my face.
Let's say correct you.
What man has corrected me to my face?
I ain't gonna call no names on here.
Call him.
I wish I would.
Call him. There is no man that's came to me and told me nothing.
Okay.
Now they try to give me some fucking Christian advice. I don't take Christian advice.
It wasn't Christian advice. It was financial advice. It was marital advice.
Well, but listen. They should take their own financial advice. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know.
See, this is the reason why I've been in a finance class for the past 2.5 years, right? And nobody that I know in my family, no man in my family, has taught me any of the stuff that I'm learning in this finance class in the past 2 years. I double dare one of them to come forward and tell me that they done told me this stuff.
But is it something that's actually usable?
Huh?
You heard me. Is it something that you can actually use?
Yes.
Or is this financial class just taking your bread?
Nope. I don't pay nothing for it. It's free. What you talking about? Okay? You seen me pay for it? Not one time. Now I pay
That's maybe the problem.
I pay
It's
for
free.
financial instruments.
Okay, there you go.
I pay for financial instruments that belong to me. And the reason why we're doing that is because the vendors are cheating you. We want to talk about the vendors.
Go ahead, you too loud though.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, don't talk. Yeah, let's leave that out.
No, okay, let me say this right here.
Gum on the sidewalk.
Let me say this. when a man is learning, he's taking up courses and taking schooling to learn what he needs to learn, right? Why? The woman needs to have patience to allow that man
For
to
40
come into
years.
what he's going to
Have
be.
patience for 40 years.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Say that again. I didn't hear what you said.
No.
Say what you said.
For 40 years, be patient.
Yes. You don't want to marry him. You don't want to claim that you love him. For better or worse. Huh?
That's some bullshit, y'all. Okay.
Oh, now it's bullshit.
Yeah, all that.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
Uh-huh. Now.
Yeah.
So again, is he supposed to wait on you?
Nope. I already told him, and I already told y'all.
All
what
right.
to do.
So don't tell me about no motherfucking love. That ain't gonna goddamn love. Shit. Love is patient. Love is kind. You know what I'm saying? It's not puffed up. It's not haughty. It seeketh not its own. Okay? So don't tell me about no damn love. You don't know nothing about no damn love. Shit. If you
They
did,
laughing at you back
if you
there.
did know, y'all would still be together. You don't know shit about love. Now, I'm telling you about people who do know about love. They take a lot of shit from people. They have long patience. They have long suffering, right? And they may shed a lot of tears. They might not want to talk about it. But guess what? This is what I know. This is the love I have in me. That the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. I don't give a goddamn how long I gotta go for it. 40 years, 80 years. Guess what? I'm gonna make it. You see? And that's what I'm talking about, having patience. You chose to marry that man. You chose to say that you love him, but you don't got enough patience to wait on it. Now,
Hey,
if he's not
kid.
beating your head in,
Okay, we gonna stop right now. We will come back later. Go.
okay, so we left off at the point of love. Man who says that he loves a woman, right? A woman who says that she loves a man. Now I'm gonna use a quote from our spiritual teachings. That young man, when you find a damsel that you're interested in, if her feet doesn't abide in her father's house, turn away from her, because your future happiness will depend on it. Okay? You got women out here that are very disobedient to their parents, to their father. They don't listen to their father. They don't listen to their grandfathers. They don't listen to their uncles. They don't listen to their brothers. They don't listen to nobody, right?
Why
They
you
out
didn't
there-
listen to my daddy when he told you not to marry?
Yeah, I should have, shouldn't I?
Sure,
No.
Sure.
Listen, but here's the thing. I just explained something to you about myself, right? That many people told me many things. My mother had told me many things.
Yes, many people have told me
And
too.
I ignored it and lived my life. You know what I'm saying?
Should he have?
My life
Should he have
is exactly where it's supposed to be at right now, because it was designed that way. You see what I'm saying? I know what I want. Just put it like that. It doesn't matter what people tell me, right? I know what I want to do, right?
Ooh,
Now, we kind of went off track a
that's
little
what
bit.
we always do.
I'm trying to stay on point about love. Okay. Now, in the beginning, when I met you, did your father come and say, "Run"? No, he didn't say that.
Maybe not literally.
No. We
But
was
he
all.
did, he did tell you not
No,
to
well,
marry.
no. We was already into the relationship.
She
Well,
ain't ready.
we was already into the relationship well by then and stuff
Dating.
like that.
Dating.
Now, here's the other thing.
At how old? 18?
18, we got
Okay.
married at 20.
Okay.
Okay, we was 20. I was getting ready to go into the military. But here's the deal. My mother didn't teach me anything about this right here, about relationships. She didn't teach me shit about relationships. My stepfather didn't teach me shit about
Can't teach you nothing
relationships.
she don't know, right?
And so that's the difference between young men having fathers around. I'm talking about fathers. I'm not talking about the Ray Ray on the street. Your father's a Ray Ray. Your father's, he's Pimp C and all this shit like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a man who is at home taking care of his father.
That was Pimp C.
Yeah, okay. Look him up. But I'm talking about a man that is at home with his children, with his wife, providing for his children, there, guiding them and stuff like that. That's the difference. Okay, so I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go on my own inkling, on my own, understanding, at the time as a young man. And so this is why I'm saying that when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you from a fairy tale book. I'm talking to you from life experience. These are my life experiences that I'm sharing with you, that I'm talking to you about. This is not coming from out of a book. This is coming from this book, right here. You see what I'm saying? So I know
So
that men.
Start talking to the men and leave the women alone. Let me talk.
I'm talking to the men.
You're too loud. Huh?
I'm talking to the men right now. I just say young man, that if you run across a damsel that you're interested in, that you like, and if her feet don't abide in her father's house, meaning that the father is at home, not just the physical father. I'm talking about the father of creation, the all-knowing. I'm talking about that father also. If she don't know that father, you better turn away from her, because you're going to have troubles in life.
Now, to the women.
And if you're not strong enough.
To the women, because he's talking to the men. If you feel anything inside of you that is telling you that I don't need to be in a relationship, and if you continually feel that, and you're being disrespectful and breaking all those vows, get out. Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, get out.
Okay.
Because you ain't doing nothing. You hurting him, you hurting yourself, and it's a waste of time.
And get out and take nothing with you, right?
Well, I mean, you like
when you get out, take nothing with you.
What'd you have?
Huh? I had military. I had military.
He didn't have his hearing.
No, I don't have them. I have military. I had assets, okay? So what you talking about? What did I have? Yeah, I had military experience behind me, which in turn, and later on in life, is going to bring more experience to when I leave the military. So I use those things. He says that
he's not angry, you guys. When he be talking, he be mad, okay?
Mad?
Well, okay.
Mad
means crazy, but he be a little unhinged.
Well, you asked me, you said, what did I have? I'm telling you what I had. I had my military experience. I had a place where you lay your head down at, right? Then you have an apartment, right? Then you have a car. Did you have a job? Did you have food on the table and stuff like that? Was your husband beating you upside your head and stuff like that? Was he calling you out your name?
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about to the women. And then if you continue to live that way and you get to be 60 years old, then you're going to live in what they call it, you're sowing. You reap what you sow. So whatever you reap, now you're in your sowing time. So, I mean, I can't go back, and maybe the next person who's listening can't go back, but I should have probably left, because I was too unstable mentally. And I had someone tell me, I think I told you this, maybe I did, I'm gonna tell them now though. My sister, I ain't gonna say which sister, told me, I was trying to get into a college, and we weren't married. She said, if you go to college, you're gonna find somebody else. I did tell you that story, and it really scared me, because I know the quality of man he was or is, and so I didn't want to lose him to somebody else. If I had, there you go, my confessions. These are my confessions.
So you're saying, oh, you know he's a good man. And how many women do that? They know that they have a good man, but they, for some reason, they can't do the right thing.
That don't mean you good. I mean, I'm good. Because you good, that don't mean I'm good.
But that's what you want. That's what the women claim they want. Most of them.
And then when his phone interrupts, that means cut off.
I want to ignore the call right now.
I'm gonna go home and make me some watermelon juice.
Here's the deal. The average woman says that she wants a good man, and then they say there's no good man around.
Can you tell YouTube to give me a little slack? It's not messing with my views.
Yeah, YouTube wants you to buy some stocks. They want you to buy some shares, and then they'll change their mind.
Let me at least make some money, and then I'll be a better employee. Okay, stop messing with my views.
You buy some shares first. That's what they're gonna tell you.
I wonder how much Google shares are.
Google? No, you talking about Google shares or you talking about YouTube shares?
It's the same company.
They're like $160 something right now.
For one share? Okay, when I buy one share, then y'all let me go ahead on and grow and start messing with my views.
Okay.
Can I borrow $160 from y'all YouTube? Just give me a little credit.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Okay, anyway, back to it.
Men. Okay, my father wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
And your uncles weren't there for you? Your big brother wasn't there for you?
Well, he had
his wild woman.
His father wasn't there. My biological father wasn't there, right? And later on, my mom remarried. Good man. He was a good man. You know, Sam was a good man. You know.
He and Jay Brandy kept him good.
Yeah.
No,
he wasn't.
He liked to drink.
But he wasn't. Guy. He wasn't the type of man to teach you anything. You know what I'm saying? His thing was drinking his brandy, going, you know, he go to the Why Not Shack or whatever and stuff like that, and he come home and watch his cowboy movies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's all he did. You know, that doesn't teach me anything. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't teach me anything about life. You know what I'm saying? So my brother got the same thing. And I don't know what was wrong with the rest of my family. They were just distant. So what I'm saying is that if I had...
Let me interrupt. Mm-hmm. And then you can finish. Just remember where you left off at. Not all children are likable. So not everybody want to take up with every kid. There you go.
Well, the scripture says that there's a diamond in every family. Okay? And that diamond is a diamond in the rough. What you think rough means? It means that you're going to go through things that nobody else is going to go through in that family. Why? Because not every man and not every woman can be a near kinsman redeemer. You see what I'm saying? In every family, there's a near kinsman redeemer. So you're not going to be liked. And that's why most men, when I'm talking about men, I'm talking about a man that has got some standards. Most men that have standards are not liked. They're not. Their wives ain't gonna like them like that. Their children not gonna like them like that. And most people are not gonna like them like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they got standards about themselves. And
so what he's saying in summary, I'm trying to get him to get off here, but is that if you're different and you're obviously different, then people aren't going to be really drawn to you, or they're not going to be let's just say you're not charismatic, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like your personality is not drawing. So,
yeah. But
I know kids today, like all my grandchildren have that charismatic thing about them to where people want to be around them. But if you're just that type of person, people don't want to take up with you, then you had to pretty much raise yourself. Because your mama was working 2 jobs.
Yeah, but see, here's the deal. You said something very interesting, and shortly you said, "Oh, I knew you was a good man."
And you still are.
Right, and so
that don't mean I'm good.
We're not talking about what I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. But in your mind,
but I'm not you.
In your mind, when you was growing up, what did you say you wanted? Did you want a good man?
I wanted I saw myself as being a married woman, so, and yeah, I did see myself with a husband, so yeah, I mean, why would I want a man that ain't good? Okay, I'm really trying to get off here because this is going to be too long. But,
chop it up.
I was not, this is what I'm telling you, everybody ain't where they need to be mentally. No, I'm not crazy, but I definitely ain't where I should be mentally. And it don't help when you got all this sugar and food in your diet. So, no, let me just say, though, now you made me lose my thought. I don't know what I was going to say now, because you was finna cut me off. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I wasn't supposed to say it.
Well, put it like this right here. This is what I'm saying. Nigga, will you stop calling?
We'll talk later, y'all. Oh. Can you say bye to YouTube?
That's my son. Okay.
Put Pootie on here. Go ahead. We're going to put this Pootie. Pootie, you're being recorded.
What's up?
You're being recorded. So say hi to YouTube. Since you're interrupting our video, you're being recorded. Say hi to YouTube.
Yo, what's up?
Man, we're having an interesting conversation.
About what?
No, just talking about how your dad was raised without a father and what it feels like to not be, I don't know, accepted by people. Like when you're young, you people want to be around you, or either they don't. Adults don't always attract to all children.
Yeah. Do you know what it feels like to be raised without a father?
Let me put the phone closer.
No.
That's my point. You don't know what it feels like, right? So your experiences with but you've been around many of your friends that probably don't know who their fathers are, right?
That's true.
Can you speak a little louder so they can hear you?
He's speaking loud enough. So
You're in there washing dishes.
so when look how they move. You know what I'm saying? Do they move the same way you move, being that you had a father?
No. No.
Right? So
when you watch this video, you will hear yourself in there in this kitchen sink or wherever you're doing,
yeah, you can't
brushing
hear
your
that.
teeth. Yeah, you can.
I can hear that, but I doubt if the camera picked that up.
Why you gotta announce it? Like,
Yeah, Darian is on the phone brushing his teeth.
I'm not. Like, dude.
He said, "Why you gotta announce it?"
I'm not brushing my teeth. I'm trying to make myself some food.
I'm just messing with you.
All right.
What you cooking? What you got cooking?
Potatoes. But anyway, continue, Pops.
Huh?
I said continue. Go ahead.
Well,
What you're talking about.
it's like this. Do you think that the average woman really wants a good man?
In terms of what?
Well, most women say they want a good man. You know, they want to get married to a good man, or they want to have a good, they want to have a they boyfriend, whatever. He needs to be a good man. He needs to have this credential. He needs to have that credential. But in
And
general,
he got to be able to do all the other things that she needs.
Yeah, in general.
All the things.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, he got to be able to. He got to be able to, drop it in the bedroom and all this other stuff like that. He got to be able to drop the money. He got to have the bag, so on and so on. Now, so in your experience, how many women have you really met that actually truly want that type of man?
We'll wait.
Well, the truth is, I don't really know because I don't know.
You ain't been out. You haven't been out there like that, right? Because you've been in a relationship.
Exactly.
Well, you can speak to the one that you were in the long-term relationship with.
Well,
You can generally speak about her.
The answer is no, then.
all right. The answer is no. But why haven't you been out there? Why haven't you been running around with this woman and that woman and that? What prevented you from doing that?
Me, myself.
That's it.
That's the wrong answer.
Right? Did I teach you to do that?
No.
But a lot of us that grow up without our fathers, they teach us to do that.
That's true.
It's,
That's very true.
yeah, it's like a badge of honor in the hood
To get hoes?
yes, it's a badge of honor.
In
Right.
different area codes. In different area codes.
Yeah, 304.
What?
The hoes.
Hey.
How to get the hoes?
Yeah,
What? Can you get the
The
what?
hoes.
What?
yeah. See, so every man, that's why I was trying to tell us that, there's a writing that says that when a young man meets a damsel, to turn away from her, right? If her feet don't abide in her father's house. Here's the problem. Most of us young men, we don't have no father in our home. So what is a woman supposed to do? Is she supposed to turn away from that young man because he doesn't have a father in the home? And when they say father, they're not just talking about your physical father. They're talking about your spiritual upbringing. What has your spiritual upbringing taught you? Are you submissive to Allah? Are you submissive to this so-called Jesus or Buddha or Krishna?
Oh, a lot of them. 90% of them are. Probably more than that, honestly.
That they're not loyal to a spiritual system.
Exactly.
Well, we know what they bring.
They the best ones, right? They the best ones, ain't they?
Okay.
I said, is they the best
Yeah.
ones?
Christian people,
Women.
Christian women.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never dated like a Christian woman before. I would say no though.
Uh-oh.
Well, what did the one show you on your job? The one that was trying to get you fired.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I would say no.
Well, I know you didn't call for that though.
Yeah,
But,
and I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah.
Say bye to YouTube.
So don't be no double crossing.
Like and subscribe.
But yeah, so what's up?